Victor Delta exigent 621. Exigent 667, you are 20 miles southwest. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet, expect ILS runway tree for approach via Papa Victor Delta transition. Cleared to Papa Victor Delta. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, you are 2,000 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level tree 20.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 20 Lufthansa 400 Heavy.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 240. Report them in sight. JetBlue 2119er traffic is 8 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 275 Boeing B748. Report them in sight.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy traffic in sight.
JetBlue 2119er traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 210. Report them in sight. JetBlue 2119er traffic in sight. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. Boston Center exigent 79er tree is at 11,700 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. Exigent 79er tree, Boston Center altimeter tree 0.60 radar contact, continue. JetBlue 13687 is passing 11,500 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. JetBlue 13687 Boston, center altimeter tree 0.60 radar contact, continue. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. 734 traffic is 10 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 290. Report them in sight. Air Canada 1136 traffic is 1 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 275. Report them in sight. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, contact Boston Center on 124.525. Good day. JetBlue 2119er, contact Boston Center on 124.525. Good day. Air Canada 113.6 have the traffic.
124.525 Lufthansa 400 Heavy. Goodbye. Boston Center Lufthansa 400 Heavy is at flight level 225, climbing flight level 320.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy, Boston Center radar contact, continue to Charlie Charlie Charlie. Boston Center JetBlue 2119er is passing flight level 275, climbing flight level 330. 881, you are 2 miles east. Climb and maintain 4,600 feet, expect vectors ILS runway 34 approach. JetBlue 2119er Boston Center radar contact, continue. Climb and maintain 4,600 feet, expect vectors ILS runway 34 approach 881. 881 contact Boston Center on 128.1. Good day. Lufthansa 400 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. 128.1881. Goodbye. Boston Center Delta 13780 is at 9,400 feet, climbing 11,000 feet. Delta 13780 Boston Center altimeter tree 0.61 radar contact, continue. Boston Center Mike X-ray Yankee 734 is at flight level 290, climbing flight level tree 40. Mike X-ray Yankee 734 Boston Center radar contact, continue. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. Delta 13780 contact Gander Center on 132.3. Good day. One 132.3 Delta 13780. Goodbye. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. Southwest 2532 is at flight level tree 5, climbing flight level tree 40. Southwest 2532 Boston Center radar contact, continue. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. JetBlue 2119er contact Gander Center on 132.3. Good day. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, contact Gander Center on 132.3. Good day.
Going to 132.3 Lufthansa 400 Heavy. Gander Center Lufthansa 400 Heavy is passing 12,400 feet, climbing flight level tree 20.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy, Gander Center altimeter tree 0.64 radar contact. Continue to Rover. Gander Center JetBlue 2119er is passing flight level tree 15, climbing flight level tree 40. JetBlue 2119er, Gander Center, radar contact, continue. Gander Center, Mike, X-ray Yankee 7 tree 4, is at flight level tree 5, climbing flight level tree 40. Mike, X-ray Yankee 7 tree, for Gander Center, radar contact, continue. 780 contact Boston Center on 128.1. Good day. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level tree 20. Gander Center Brickyard tree 585 is at flight level tree 45, climbing flight level tree 50. Brickyard tree 585 Gander Center, radar contact, continue to Fosti. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, you are tree 4 miles east. Climb and maintain flight level 220. Expect ILS runway, tree 1 right approach via catted transition. Cleared to catted. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 1 right approach via catted transition. Clear to catted. Lufthansa 400 Heavy.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Lufthansa 400 Heavy.
Center JetBlue 1694 is at 16,400 feet, climbing 17,000 feet. JetBlue 169er for Gander Center altimeter tree 0.6 tree radar contact, continue to Delta Papa Kilo. Brickyard tree 585 contact Boston Center on 128.1. Good day. Going to 128.1 Brickyard tree 585. Gander Center Brickyard tree 695 is at 9,100 feet, climbing 17,000 feet. Brickyard tree 695 Gander Center altimeter tree 0.64 radar contact, continue. Brickyard tree 695, contact New York Center on 121.125. Good day. Lufthansa 400 Heavy, contact New York approach on 128.125. Good day.
128.125 Lufthansa 400 Heavy. Goodbye. New York approach Lufthansa 400 Heavy is passing 6,500 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy, New York approach altimeter tree 0.64 radar contact, continue to catted. 5301 is passing 5,600 feet, climbing 5,900 feet. Endeavor 5301 New York, approach altimeter 30.64 radar contact, continue to ZACHS. Lufthansa 400 heavy traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles at 3,300 feet. Report them in sight.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy have the insight.
Lufthansa 400 heavy traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 3,800 feet. Report them in sight.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy have the traffic.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy, you are 12 miles southeast of Kennedy. Contact Kennedy Tower on 123.9er when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 123.9er Lufthansa 400 Heavy. Kennedy Tower Lufthansa 400 Heavy 11 miles southeast inbound ILS runway 31 right approach.
Lufthansa 400 Heavy, Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.6610 tree at 9er. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach. Kennedy Tower American 117 ready for departure runway tree 1 right IFR to Los Angeles. American 117 hold short runway tree 1 right. Traffic is on final.
Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach Lufthansa 400 Heavy.
Hold short runway tree 1 right American 117.
Landing gear.
Going to 121.9er JetBlue 182. Lufthansa 400 Heavy number tree for landing. Follow the on final. Wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right.
Cleared to land runway tree 1 right number tree Lufthansa 400 Heavy.
Turkish 1 exit runway when able. Turkish 1 contact ground on 121.9er. Turkish 1. Goodbye. Kennedy Tower Iberia 6250 ready for departure runway tree 1 right IFR to Barajas. Iberia 6250 hold short runway tree 1 right. Traffic is on final. Hold short runway tree 1 right Iberia 6250.
300.
southeast inbound ILS runway, tree 1 right approach. Lufthansa 400 heavy contact ground on 130.775. American 2249er, Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.6610 tree at 9er. Cleared ILS runway, tree 1 right approach.
130.775 Lufthansa 400 heavy. Goodbye.
Giant 8609er exit runway when able. Giant 8609er contact ground on 130.775. Iberia 6250 altimeter tree 0.6610 tree at 9er. Traffic is on final. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 right. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach American 2249er. American 2249er, follow the on final. Wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right. JetBlue 182 number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right. Kennedy Tower, American 46086 miles east inbound ILS runway, tree 1 right approach. American 4608 Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.6610 tree at 9er. Cleared ILS runway, tree 1 right approach. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right number 2 JetBlue 182. American 4608 number 2 for landing. Follow the on final. Wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 right Iberia 6250. Kennedy Tower JetBlue 753 ready for IFR departure runway tree 1 right. JetBlue 753 hold short runway tree 1 right. Traffic is on the runway. American 2249er, go around. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right number 2 American 4608. Going around American 2249er. American 2249er, contact New York approach on 125.7. Good day. Hold short runway tree 1 right JetBlue 753. 125.7 American 2249er. Goodbye. JetBlue 182 go around. Going around JetBlue 182. JetBlue 182 contact New York approach on 128.125. Good day. American 4608 go around. JetBlue 75 tree line up and wait. 8.125 JetBlue 182. Iberia 6250 contact Kennedy departure on 125.25. Good day. American 4608 contact New York departure on 135.9. Good day. Kennedy Tower American 2249er 5 miles east inbound ILS runway tree 1 right approach. American 2249er Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.66 wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach. American 2249er wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared to land runway tree 1 right. Kennedy Tower Emirates 20511 miles southeast inbound ILS runway tree 1 right approach. Emirates 205 Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.66 wind 00 tree at 9er. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach. 135.9er American 4608. Goodbye. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach Emirates 20.